And here we are back at HMP Humber, where Lift 3 was attacked just over there with a vicious dog and about 4 or 5 screws. And we're going back down here. And I'm here with Lift 3 today, as you can see, and we're back here at HMP Humber to see if we can get a reaction from the poison dwarf. This is his domain. Also, where that building is there, that used to be Lift 3, that building there, that's a new building now, that would have been the Borstal football field.
Okay, yeah.
And there in that corner where the building is, was an open air swimming pool.
Okay, bloody hell. Was that in the Borstal?
Yes. You could get in there on weekends and stuff.
I've never come across anything like that after it's
No, this is the only one I've ever known had a swimming pool. It was brilliant. We also, instead of playing yard football, because you had to play yard football, or
used to play a thing, right, called minor games, right, with big medicine ball, where you've got like 20 guys in the gym on one
yes,
end, 20 guys on
we called it murder ball.
Yeah, murder ball, yeah, yes,
yeah.
Like broken arms on that.
Yeah,
yeah.
And the gym screw there was a man called Mr. Rain. He was actually the weights Olympic judge for weight lifting and that.
They used to literally put a big medicine ball in the middle of the gym, 20 guys on either end at the gym, and the only goal was to get the ball on the other end, and it was brutal, it was ruthless. Got a few black eyes involved in that myself.
What they all used to do as well, they had circuit training.
Yeah, yeah. So
you had green, red and black. And black what worst, green what easiest. And every 3 months you had to beat your targets from before. And if you didn't, you lost a tie, which meant you serve another month. So it was pretty bad, that, really.
What, you served another month?
Yes, if you want, because what they believed was, if you couldn't beat your times on the circuits, then you hadn't been training properly, because you haven't improved. If you've been training properly over that 3 months, you cannot help but improve.
And did they obviously, because it was Borstal, they had the power to do that?
Yes, because it was 6 months to 2 years. They could take right up to that 2 years.
Wow.
So
say,
any excuse they could, like not training enough, they could take your tie away from you.
You used to have governor's inspections?
Yes, all the time you had to have your kit laid out.
Yeah.
Every day they had to be folded to a certain size,
yeah.
All laid out on your bed,
yeah.
And everywhere scrubbed, including the prison bars. Then they come round and inspect it with a white glove on.
Yeah.
And
he's running his finger across the top of the door if there's any dust or all like that.
Then they put it on a book and put it up in office window, and you had to go down and have a look.
Now,
and here we've got the visitor centre.
Arthur, I wanted to touch on that point, right? So what they do basically, example, if something happens on a wing where they can't prove who's done it,
yeah,
they punish everybody, won't they?
Yes.
And what that does, it makes the person who's done it become a target then for violence
or somebody will go in and grass them up,
yeah,
whoever it was, if they don't own up to it. So it gets them all out of it. You got what to say about sex in prison? Drug smuggling? Have you got any in them bags of yours there, boss? This here is the visitor centre, where you have to pre-book a visit and a pre-book time, and then you come in. Oh, and here we go. We're back at the Gatehouse, where the little dwarf attacked Lift 3. And I have been back once since, and they didn't. And here we are. We've got the SO playing boo to me again through the window. Here he is. Oh, there he goes. Boo! Boo! Now, here we go again. Excuse me, boss. Excuse me. Have you got out to say about the sex and drugs in this place? There's far too much of it, and I'm not having it. One of you should at least come out and at least deny it. Come out and deny it. Now, as you can see, as if you go through them doors there, straight opposite us, and through the other set at the other side, straight to the other building, in front of this building, and that is the visits room. Okay. This here is the search tank, where they search out visitors. Up there, look. Yeah. And there's some lockers on these walls here, and you have to put all your money in there. I think it's because screws don't get big enough wages. Excuse me, boss. Have you got anything to say about the drugs being smuggled into this prison by staff? What about the female staff having sex with inmates on a regular basis? All convicts get strip searched. So accepted, they do plug a bit, but where's the rest of it come from? There's a lot of spice in this prison. Have you got out to say? You're a big fella. What you got to say about it, mate? You are on video, and I've got your reflection. It's no good just keeping your back to me. And as you can see, here we go. You should at least deny it, love. I would if I were you. There's no way I'd accept anybody saying I'd had sex with a convict. It's not very nice. I was running the show today, guys. I was running the show. I recognise that before. Live free has got me excited. Now, these screws down here, this nick is brutal. There's a lot of drugs, a lot of spice, and screws are smuggling it all in. The screws even come and smuggle mobile phones in. Forget the drugs, boss. We'll talk about the mobile phones that get dropped into cleaners bins. Have you got out to say about that? You haven't got a phone in there for any inmates, have you? Any drugs? I'll buy some spice off you.
Can you guys go off?
No.
Have you got any spice for sale?
Can you leave the premises?
No.
I'm trying to buy tons of spice, mate.
Is that all you've got to say? You know what police are not going to send out as well, don't you?
Listen, guys, right? He's got a lot inside Arthur. He's done 17 years in the system. He's got a lot of,
Excuse me. Come on, mate. Tell us something that I don't already know. I know about screws even dropping phones for convicts in bins on landings so they can get them later. You ain't got none, have you? That's a big bag. You don't need that for a couple of sandwiches. Now this here is chill out area. This is the chill out area where you come and have a sit down. And we have got more screws coming. See if they've got any spice for me. Oh! We have a picture. We have a picture. The gatehouse, open. There's the gatehouse, boys. And there's the screws panicking, saying, close that door. Close it, quick. They're here with the cameras. You got out to say, boss, have you got any drugs for me? You're not the poison little dwarf, are you? You look like him. It could even be, I think it is. Turn round, mate, turn round. That was a dwarf. Excuse me, mate. Have you got any drugs? Do you want to sell us a few? They're slamming the doors now. They've had enough of us. They've broke the lock. Now there should be more screws about round here than there actually is. And here we have another screw S. And I said we'd collared another screw up here. And here we have a screw S. You haven't got any drugs in that bag for these convicts, have you, love? What about having sex? You don't do it, do you? There's loads of female staff that do in there, I know. No, she's not having it. And as you can see, this building over here, I believe, is for the staff. That was a bit late, but it's COVID and everything. Now, yes, I think we'll wrap this up, and I'd say don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching again. It's all appreciated. Thank you.